The most befitting tribute for any educational institution would be the rendition of the school anthem. It is this zest and zeal that brought the St. Stanislaus Choir, a group of more than 56 students ranging from class 5 to class 10 together, ably guided and trained by teacher Yvette Coutinho. I'm sure all eyes are already being trained on the school choir as they take their place. I would like the guests to note that the school anthem will be sung along with the appended verse, which was specially penned by Mr. Neil Murray and Mr. Rohan Mazumdar in honor of the Sesquicentennial celebrations. The lyrics for the school anthem, along with the appended verse, are made available to you in the program brochure. Hey, but the school anthem is not all. There is a bit of a surprise in it for all of you. And what is the surprise if I let it out? So, I request everyone in the audience to kindly stand for the school anthem.
Come boys, let's sing in jubilee, our alma mater true. And while we sail life's darksome seas, our thoughts are back to you. With you our hearts are full of joy, and we are proud to be your boys.
And in our thoughts we keep
you safe, for you have been our guide. We can't forget you and those days, the ground on which we built our lives. Come boys, let's set our voices free and celebrate our school. As now we see 150 years gone by, we yearn for more with you. With you our hearts are full of joy. Yes, we will always be your boys.
always be your, always be your,
Always be your boys.
think they deserve a bigger and louder round of applause for all the Stanislaus boys. Thank you. Well, that's the kind of spirit the school anthem evokes in each and every one of us. Whether we are a Stanislaite, I'm sure the ex-students had a good time walking down memory lane. Well, with the school anthem setting the tone for the evening's proceedings, I now call upon the principal of St. Stanislaus High School, Reverend Father Jude Fernandez, to kindly share his thoughts on this momentous occasion with us here this evening. Please welcome the principal of St. Stanislaus High School, Father Jude Fernandez.
We wait for the boys to settle down. His Eminence Oswald Cardinal Gracious, our chief guest, Dr. Keki Garda, who is here with us in spirit, our chief guest and guest of honor, Mr. Sunil Kaushal, Jesuits of the management present with us, principals present with us this evening, Education Inspector, Mr. Dilip Govind, present with us, ex-students, ex-teachers, so many other well-wishers, parents, and my dear students. 150 committed, distinguished history of Saint Stanislaus. Zealous Jesuits, committed lay people, all putting their hands together to put together, to bring up, to build a great institution, a giant institution. Looking back, thousands of ex-students have passed through this school, studied, contributed to the nation, contributed globally, made the nation and our school proud. Many of these still continue to make St. Stanislaus proud. Indeed, a glorious history. We at Stanislaus cannot bask in this history, in this past. Let us make the past a springboard to take that quantum leap in the future. History but gives each one of us just one opportunity. And we believe for Stanislaus it is today. It is the celebration of our 150 years. We want to bring a revolution in education. We want St. Stanislaus to be visible globally For that, we have put a plan together called the 2013 Dream. This plan includes new curriculum, teacher training, infrastructure, modern sports facilities. We need to bring all this together. St. Stanislaus, before or presently, as we celebrate 150 years, and after, must make a visible difference. Our school is a government-aided school. Many of us think that education in a government-aided school is something less. We want to change that. We want to bring in a revolution. We want to add value to that education. Every student that passes to St. Stanislaus must be at par with students of other boards. This revelation begins today. Every ex-student, every well-wisher, every parent is a brand ambassador. Each one of you must be proud of St. Stanislaus. While you walk on the corridors of Pa and look behind, when you look at the map, you must be able to visibly and quickly spot out St. Stanislaus. That is the kind of support we need. That is the kind of dream we have. I am sure each one of us are going to put our hands together to make this dream possible. I believe it is possible, and I'm sure each one of you is going to come forward and make it possible. Thank you for being present here with us. God bless you all.
Thank you, Father Jude, for sharing your thoughts and your vision for the future of St. Stanislaus. As Father mentioned earlier, the chief guest for this evening, Dr. Garda, is unwell and therefore not able to be present here in person, but he's very much here in spirit. He has sent a special message for this August gathering. And I read, from our chief guest, Dr. K.K. Garda, Reminiscences of an Old Stanislaite. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be here with you in spirit, though not physically, due to ill health, on the occasion of the beginning of the celebrations of the 150th anniversary of our school. Our school deservedly has acquired the reputation of being one of the best schools of the metropolitan Mumbai city, based on the pass-out rate of its students. Further, what I cherish most and consider of greater importance is the higher teaching of personal integrity and social consciousness that it has transmitted to me and most of the alumni. Although it is officially a secular school with about 70% of its students from the other faiths, it has effectively, by both example and percept, by its teachers, taught religion as a code of conduct, and hence to personal contentment, if not happiness. On this momentous occasion, and for the next 12 months, our school intends to augment its existing activities and start numerous other activities to retain its status as one of the best schools in Mumbai for the next 50 years. It, therefore, needs funds. And I urge you to participate with donations and your personal efforts towards this socially useful cause. I quote a wise story. A stranger walking by noticed an old man digging a hole to plant a small sapling. He asked the old man, "Grandpa, why are you doing this?" The old man replied, "To have shade and some fruits." The young man replied, "But you will be gone by that time." The old man replied, "This work is not for me, but for my children and my grandchildren. Therefore, I urge you all, particularly those of you who have already passed their 50s and 60s, to donate to this fund for a society that will emerge after us. To those who are in their early 30s and therefore earning a living, please dedicate a tenth of your income this year for this cause, effectively. The Government of India will be a partner to your donation, 50% tax exemption. Thank you. Yours truly, signed, Dr. K.K. Garda. Ladies and gentlemen, for the man who is present here in spirit, let's have a round of applause. Thank you. Father Errol Fernandez, manager of St. Stanislaus High School, has also extended his warmest and best wishes on this momentous occasion. Due to prior commitments, he is unable to be present here today, and therefore, this is the very special message that he has sent across for all of us. I quote, "Though I would have liked to be here in person, I have to content myself with being present in spirit. On the occasion of the feast of one of the greatest visionaries of all time, Ignatius of Loyola, I wish all our ex-students, ex-teachers, present students, teachers, and parents a very happy feast. It was the vision of Ignatius that was responsible for the coming of Francis Xavier to India. It was the vision of Ignatius that led Francis Xavier to start so many institutes of learning already in his lifetime, and it was the vision of Ignatius that still inspires us at St. Stanislaus today. If the motto of Ignatius was Ad Maiorem Dei Gloriam, for the greater glory of God, the motto of Stanislaus is Ad Maiora Natus Sum, born for greater things. This is what the management and teachers of Stanislaus constantly strive for. Our vision continues to be to form men for others, men who are convinced that they are indeed born for greater things. We keep striving to form men who will not be content with the status quo, the tried and tested, but who are always on the lookout for newness and innovation in whatever they do. Our dream and vision will continue to be that the students who pass through the portals of our school will realize that in a world which is characterized by self-centered fulfillment, extravagance, and soft living, a world that prizes prestige, power, and self-sufficiency, they must constantly endeavor to be that city built on a hill, the leaven in the dough and the salt of the earth. May the celebration of the feast of our founder and mentor, Ignatius of Loyola, and the inauguration of the Sesquicentennial celebrations of our school be occasions to make our dream a reality. May God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Father Errol Fernandez, our school manager. A picture, they say, speaks more than 1,000 words. And keeping in mind the techno-savvy world that we are living in, what if that one picture could be replaced by a series of pictures, or maybe even a montage. I leave you to ponder on that thought. And as you think it over, allow your senses to soak in the feel of Natus ad Majora, 150 years and beyond, an audiovisual conceived and directed by Dean Gregory of the class of 1995.